Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Danielle and Matt Noyes here for another photo segment.
This is almost becoming like a podcast in and of itself, you know?
It really is. And over the last couple of weeks, it's been so stormy. You know what that means. We've had so many pictures coming in.
Tons of great ones. And by the way, listen, if you like checking out snow pictures, winter pictures, beautiful pictures from across New England, stick around for this whole segment. We think you're going to really like it. If you think you like what you see here, too, and you'd like to be a part of our podcast, come on over to our Patreon offering at patreon.com/1degreeoutside. And you'd want to join the Inside Track tier or higher to have access to our podcast. But with that, should we dive in?
You're the director here today, so we're going to keep it moving.
That's scary.
Actually, all the time.
That's
It's
scary.
not scary. It's awesome.
All right, where are we starting?
So we're starting in the Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire border, the Vermashire. Is that what we should say?
Vermashire. I like that. And in fact, John sent this in, and John said basically kind of a forgotten little corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, all right, let's go ahead and make it not forgotten anymore. So here we go. For those of you who are curious where Hinsdale, New Hampshire is, there it is. We'll zoom in a little more right there, as John put it so eloquently, on the Vermashire, I think you said, right, area. So fantastic stuff. Wonderful. Thanks, John, for sending it in. Onward we move to the next picture now. And Danielle, where are we headed now?
Ooh, pretty pink clouds, says Janet in North Andover, Massachusetts.
Gorgeous, Janet. Thank you very much. Love this fresh snow. And look at the big shiny orbs that are up in the sky. What are we looking at?
Oh, nice shot there in Newmarket, New Hampshire, of the moon and Venus setting together.
Gorgeous. Excellent. This one here is Ashburnham, Massachusetts. Gary S. A beautiful day after Friday's snow. Love the shot, Gary. Thanks for thinking of us and sending this along. Here we go to 5 inches of powder that came in, and a bluebird day, says David, right?
Yep, up in North Conway. It's a great day to soak it up and enjoy.
Wonderful. Oh, you got to love the view from a new condo. John A. is soaking this one up right now, looking out the front door. Gorgeous view from the Merrimack Valley with the fresh snow that's out there as well. Where are we going now?
Ooh, I love this shot. Wilmington, Vermont, blue skies, snow out there, and a great shot looking towards Mount Snow.
Yeah, excellent. Skiers have been having fun, both old and young alike.
Aww.
Tell us about this one.
I love this. Kenzie and Nolan having some fun in the snow up in Loon Mountain, of course, in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
And a reminder, by the way, we talked about our Patreon offering, right? Well, having said that, we do have our snow sports discussion that we do on Sundays and Thursdays, and 30 different maps that you can see the latest conditions, including estimated snow depth or how much snow we think is going to be on the way over the next 24, 48, 72 hours. We do it both for skiers and snowmobilers alike. So if you haven't checked that out, please make sure you do. All right, back to the pictures we go. Where are we headed now?
Heading to Marblehead, and Tom said 2 inches of new snow at Gatchell's. The snow melted shortly after. School not delayed.
Awesome. Love it. And then this one here from the Mascoma River. So now this was a new one for me, Danielle. Mascoma River. What else did we hear about that from this
New one for me, too. Said this is the morning there. We had an additional 3 inches on top of what we had, 6 to 8 inches total. And the snowbanks finally building, rough roads beginning to level out, said Stephen.
If it's new for you, too, here it is from the environmental fact sheet out of New Hampshire, the Mascoma River. You can look this up and find out about it. Here's what I thought was kind of interesting. The Mascoma River was originally used as a trade route by Native Americans, and artifacts dating back to 9,000 BC have been found on its banks.
Okay.
Absolutely awesome. I told you, got to learn something new in this segment every time. It's more than just photos. We tell the New England story, and by we, I mean everybody who sends in these photos, and we just do our job to try and give you a mouthpiece to your beautiful pictures.
So remember the last day, the end of January, we had some of that squall, the snow squalls that came through. This is a great shot from Marblehead looking towards Boston, billowy across the harbor, only a few raindrops as it passed on through to the south, said Tom.
Wonderful. All right, we move on. This to Bretton Woods, back to skiing again. 0 degrees and a slight breeze. But you know what? As only a winter sports enthusiast could say, spectacular conditions.
Absolutely. Up in Carroll, New Hampshire. Another one from Marblehead, says Tom, 5 inches of snow falling, 1.5 inch of rain on the 10th, and then the gale overnight. So
I like the title here, Tom. Mesa de Nieva. Very nice. All right. Meanwhile, got to get the dog out for the walk.
We had a lot of dog pictures. You'll see a few more coming up, too, in the White Mountains the day after the snow, up in Cannon Mountain in the background.
Cannon's been doing great this winter, getting a lot of that upslope snow and a west and northwest wind. Berry Hill Farm in Upton, Massachusetts. Does this one sound familiar to you, folks? It should, because you might remember that Art and Gail over at Berry Hill Farm actually have our homepage banner going right now. Just a reminder, if you go to their homepage, and it's as easy as go to our website, onedegreeoutside.com, scroll down, click on the link, right? And if you do that, then once you get there, you see account signing. You don't have to sign in. You just go to the online store, and you're actually able to look at that. They put it right there, 10% off your order with coupon code 1 Degree. We love when our partners give a special value for our 1 Degree Outside members, and so it's fantastic to see that. Thank you, Art and Gail, for your partnership, but moreover, for offering that great value to our 1 Degree Outside users.
Carpe Skium is this next shot. Cross-country skiing over a narrow bridge in the powdery new snow after Saturday's storms, said Diana. This was up in Manchester, Vermont.
Awesome. Here we go now to Lake Attitash. And Danielle, this was
new
for
me.
You, right?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's in, well, no, I know now. It's in Amesbury, Massachusetts, but I did have to look it up. I love learning new stuff.
Awesome shot. Here we go. Knoll Wildlife Sanctuary.
I looked at this one up too. Attleboro, Massachusetts.
I looked it up too, and there it is. Beautiful. Look at this. You're right, just outside of Attleboro. Knoll offers a natural respite with wooded trails, boardwalk winding through a red maple swamp, upland forest, and freshwater marsh around the lake's perimeter. So see that? We continue to learn new things.
Now, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the anniversary of the blizzard of 78, and then Larry sent this shot from Scituate of the blizzard of 78. Wild.
It's still the storm. It doesn't matter. We've outdone all of the parameters of the storm. Like literally, we've outdone snow, we've outdone coastal flooding, we've outdone all of it in different storms since then. But you got it all at once with that one, and it lasted days, and the way it came in, it will never be forgotten by those who went through it. Here we go to Milton.
Yep, Mercedes sent this on the morning of the snow coming down, and there were, I remember distinctly, widely variable road conditions, totally snow-covered in spots, and then blank pavement in others. Thanks,
what do we
Mercedes.
Got here, you say?
Oh, this is Oreo. I feel like such an appropriate name. Adorable for the Tibetan Terrier. Fun in the snow from Waltham, says Julie.
Yet again, I never heard of a Tibetan Terrier. Here we go about the breed. The Tibetan Terrier, the holy dog of Tibet.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness, is an ancient watchdog and companion long associated with Buddhist monasteries. Gives you a whole new view on that gorgeous face right there.
Look
doesn't
at
it?
Oreo. So adorable. Now, Pam says a little Merrimack River ice jam there.
Oh, yeah. Look at the ice that's there right along the Merrimack. You know, I used to work on the Merrimack, but that's a story for another time. I did search and rescue there.
Yeah, we should do a little podcast.
Sunday River, back to the ski slopes we go. Top of Aurora, looking northwest toward the Presidential Range from Sunday River. Eric, thank you for sending this in. And a snow depth report. That's it, out there doing the work. Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate that. Just about 6 inches. We get these in real time. As you send them in, we see them the moment they come in. So it really does mean a lot to us to use the Send to Us tab on our app or the community gallery page right on our website. Here we go.
This one's great. How deep is the snow? Hope deep. The dog days of winter, says Rick in York, Maine. Oh,
awesome.
Hope's walking through the little path.
That's right. Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Mount Tom.
Mount Tom and looking towards it in East Hampton.
East Hampton. Now, wait a minute. Before we move on, Danielle.
Thanks, Michaela. What?
Why did Michaela say Whoville/East Hampton?
You tell me.
You're looking at Mount Crumpet. Now, Mount Crumpet from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, Dr.
My
Seuss.
favorite movie. Yes.
It is widely believed Dr. Seuss based The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, Whoville, on East Hampton, Massachusetts, and widely believed further that Mount Crumpet was indeed based on Mount Tom.
Really?
And yes, because Dr. Seuss was from the Springfield area, right? Yeah. So it is widely believed that it was based on East Hampton, Massachusetts, and that would be why Michaela said Whoville/East Hampton.
Wow.
Cool, Michaela. Thank you for that.
That's really cool. And I was curious about there. Now, the winter quarters, this one says, Kevin, seemingly long, cold winter has forced the need to create a fitting shelter.
We're trying to figure out what that is, Kevin. Danielle was guessing maybe it's like an ATV.
An ATV covered.
I was wondering if you did like a tent and you covered it with snow. We're not sure, but nonetheless, it's
Love
cool. Here we go, out to the golf course. Not much golfing going on.
Nope. Bill says the covered 18th green, though, with a few tracks on there, too, with the new blanket of snow covering the course at Willow Bend Country Club.
We made a memory at Willow Bend once. Do you remember that?
Honey.
There it is. Yep, we made that memory once. That was a good day at Willow Bend.
Recognize that red barn out there.
Life-changing day right there at Willow Bend. I love it. We got a lot of good memories there. Thank you very much for letting us remember that for a second, Bill. All right, here we go.
This is adorable. Okay, Fonzie and Grammy getting our daily weather update from Matt. Everyone relies on him, says Kim in Fairhaven.
Well, as long as you guys do, that's all that matters to me. As long as our 1 degree outside friends and family are happy, that's a beautiful thing. Here we go, Mount Washington from Bretton Woods. I like what David E. says after that.
He says, I know how meteorologists love pictures of the mothership.
We do, yeah, the mothership, of course, being Mount Washington. And, of course, you can always head right over to mountwashington.org, the Mount Washington Observatory, and they always have right on the homepage the summit conditions. Hey, the wind chill's only minus 55 up there right now with a gust to 107 miles an hour.
You're
steady
layered
wind
up?
at 82. That's it.
You're covered
fine.
up. You're good to go.
That's just a cool day atop the rock pile, but fantastic shot. Thank you for sending it along to us.
Oh, John says,
hey, look at the cap.
Look at that. Things to get through winter. Strong black coffee and my 1 degree outside hat. Heather sent this in from Lunenburg.
John and Heather, thank you very much. We love it. We appreciate your support out there on what we affectionately call the Route 2 corridor out by Lunenburg.
Rocking the swag. You can go to swag.onedegreeoutside.com. This was Cape Cod morning slush on Sunday, said Lee.
Yeah, and it was really slushy to the point that there was this really interesting circular ice pattern that showed up on Nancy's driveway. So Nancy said, do you know what's causing this? So I wrote back to Nancy and I said, well, Nancy, there's two possibilities. One, did you put any ice melt down the day prior? Because sometimes the chemicals in the ice melt can release gases as they're working. And if it ices enough on top of it, they get locked in. She said, nope, didn't put down any ice melt. So choice number two was basically what you ended up having was, the initial snow that came down on the Cape, it melted into a little layer of water, but it was coming down so quick, it immediately froze. So as the air bubbles tried to come out from the little crevices and cracks in the pavement, because of course that's a porous surface, you had those little air bubbles come up, but they couldn't get all the way out. So they expand, and there you go. Your air bubbles are stuck in this polka dot pattern. Really, really cool. Thanks for sending this along. Rare scene to see.
Let's end on a sunny note. San Diego sunset. Someone's taking a selfie out there too with fire in the sky.
Oh my gosh, fantastic shot. It's maybe a sign of what's to come by the time all is said and done for us here, right?
We're turning the corner.
One can only hope. Yeah. Absolutely. So, look, this has been a great kind of journey that we've taken. Thanks to everybody who's a 1 Degree Outside follower, friend, family member, we call you, of the 1 Degree Outside. Thank you for keeping the photos coming. The fact that so many folks thought of us during this weather is awesome.
It means a lot.
Yep.
And there's 3 easy ways to send it in. The Send to Us tab on our app, of course, right on our website in the community gallery page, or just email us, reports@onedegreeoutside.com.
That's right. We'll be looking for yours, whether it's storming or not. You can send them in those sunny days. We love to see you saw the kids having fun in the snow. Send us your family having fun. That's great, too. In the meantime, thank you for supporting 1 Degree Outside. Check out our Patreon offerings, and we'll see you out at the website.